Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got an awesome guest on the line.
Well, we've got somebody on the line that is part of a mega band. And there was a term in the bio that I'd never seen before, and I wrote it down because it was so unique. This particular gentleman that we're talking to is from a band that, and I'd never seen this before, has, quote, sold mega millions of albums.
Mega millions?
Mega million, not millions of albums. It said in the bio, mega millions of albums, and we're really excited to have him on the line. On Monday, April 17th, you can see him in the band at Ruth Eckerd Hall in Clearwater, Florida. Also, April 18th at the St. Augustine Amphitheater. It's the backyard stage right there in St. Augustine. On the line with us from the band STYX is James Young. How you doing, man?
I'm great, guys. How about you?
Good.
Real good. Really, really good. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We've never talked to somebody that has sold mega millions. Were you aware? Were you aware? You knew, right? You knew that you'd sold mega millions.
Well, sometimes our the people that do our PR are guilty of exaggeration.
No, but you have sold millions of albums, and when I look on Wikipedia or any type of website to see how many albums that you guys have actually written and performed, it's so many that I can't count them.
It's mega.
So congratulations and well done, man. Is it surprising to you that STYX is still going strong?
You know, I have to say it really is surprising to me because so many bands from like 10 years before us, they just have either gone away and forgotten for the most part, and young people don't know a thing about them. But our concerts, we're seeing all ages kind of show up.
Sure.
And that is, I guess that's a tribute to the quality of the work we did on the records and the quality of the show we put on.
Yeah, do you think that bands like, I mean, your band's obviously a rock and roll band, but I hear the term like progressive rock and roll and true musicianship. Those are terms that are thrown around when people are talking about your band. Do you think that's maybe one of the reasons why you guys get longevity is because at the end of the day, you guys are truly players?
Well, our drummer has been voted number one in all the drum magazines for the last 10 years. Todd Zuckerman, who's 15 years my junior, but he's truly amazing. And when you have that guy as the timekeeper and the sort of engine that drives the beat, it's really easy for me to stand there and hit power chords.
Wow, I mean,
Go ahead, Todd. Now I do.
You're so nice about what you do, but I mean, we all know it's a lot more technical than that. But yeah, Tom.
James, this may be a stupid question, but
No.
STYX have been around for over 50 years, and you've been playing in front of audiences for over 50 years. And I'm curious if you've noticed, like, as you look out into the sea of the audience, if you have, like, could you tell the audience was changing? Has it all been the same? Like, you've seen the audiences of the 70s, 80s, 90s, current day, the 2000s. Like, have you noticed any changes when you stare out into the audience, or is it all just a sea of humanity?
Well, you know, the pandemic where we were, nobody was playing concerts.
Yeah.
That whole time off forced on all of us, I guess with good reason. I'm not going to really argue that.
Right.
Coming back from that, I think there was such a pent-up demand, and maybe that sent people back to their CDs and their vinyl LPs to listen to the music and get more familiar with stuff because they couldn't go see it live. They were listening to it at home. I don't know, but I mean, since then it's just been forget about it. Fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, wow.
Like when the audience came back, they came back better than ever?
Better than ever and wider demographic by a long shot. There's young women up in front, telling me they love me, and I'm old enough to be their grandfather. So.
Yeah. I mean, but maybe it is truly a case of you don't know what you got until it's gone. I mean, we all were staring into this thinking that, I may never get to see. If STYX is your favorite band, you may have thought that you'd never get a chance to see them again.
Well, I think we all were, guilty of perhaps overreacting on some levels, and
Sure.
is this the end of everything?
Yeah.
I don't know, but It hasn't been, thank goodness for you guys and me.
Yeah.
I love being on stage. It's my favorite part of my life, and it makes me feel like I'm 50 years younger. And
That's cool.
I mean, we go back. I saw Jimi Hendrix play live 5 times.
Wow.
That was me as a fan.
That's crazy.
Old enough to have done that. And he's my biggest influence on my guitar playing, so I'm trying to channel him as every moment I get. And
that's amazing.
I don't know, I'm having a blast and loving what I'm doing, and I intend to do this till they have to scrape me off the stage.
I love it.
Well,
Yeah.
James, speaking of playing all these shows, you've played in thousands and thousands of venues across the entire globe, right? And is there any venue that sticks out in your mind as your personal favorite venue to play?
Yeah, like maybe it looks the best, it sounds the best.
Yeah. Or like just the way the aesthetics are, the way the crowd is. Like, I'm just curious to, like, if you go back to a particular venue, you're like, oh, I really like this venue.
Well, there's certain ones that have sort of a charm. Like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
All the big sporting events would happen there. So for us to perform there, guys from Chicago, and they're in the center of Manhattan, New York, that's one that rings big. But Chicago Stadium, where we watched the Blackhawks play for many, many games. Our original drummer, John Panazzo, was a huge hockey fan, and he played rat hockey all the time and every chance he got, and was a goaltender. And his father couldn't believe, well, you're a target dummy.
Right.
Well,
didn't like his son being a goaltender. But
James,
so to play those big sports arenas, that's great, because we were kind of like, we were at the spot where this great sport thing happened.
Yeah, but you're a sports guy, right? Like, you're into.
I'm an NFL football guy,
right.
And I'm a drag racing guy.
Drag racing.
Oh,
well, James,
Wow. Drag race that I watch.
real quick, back to hockey for a second. Is it true that you gave Wayne Gretzky his first beer?
I don't know if I gave him his first beer, but there's a guy named Doug Hicks who'd play for the Blackhawks, and I'd gone out drinking with those guys many, many times in Chicago. And so he got traded to Edmonton, and so we were performing in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and so we let some of the guys backstage, and they dragged Gretzky with them, and so here. He was 17 at the time, so here you go, great one. Have a beer. Yeah. So yeah, true.
That's awesome.
Fine. He's tough.
Yeah. He had his first beer at 11 for sure.
11. He probably had it at 5. You never know.
So James,
go ahead.
I'm also curious to, like, because you've been playing guitar for so long and performing for so long, is there any particular technology that has made your life significantly easier over the past 50 years? Like, something came about and you were like, oh, well, this is a lot easier than it used to be.
Back in the old time, we used to do, is there anything that's really helping you out now?
Well, I mean, in terms of recording, there's been a ton of things that Pro Tools, for example, is, where you can error correct your mistakes after you've played them.
Yeah.
That's very helpful in making everything more and more perfect, and sometimes we're guilty maybe of making it too perfect, and the humanity kind of disappears a little bit. But Pro Tools has been a great thing, and apart from that, I guess synthesizers and little gizmos for guitar stuff, but
you probably
only music technology.
You probably still do everything pretty close to the same way you've always done it, correct, or no?
Pretty much. There was, as a Hendrix fan, he had devices where he could make things feedback at a certain spot or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had a guy I went to college with. I have a degree in aerospace engineering from Illinois Institute of Technology, going back to the late '60s. And there was a guy in one of my classes who was very bright, Japanese American guy, and he developed this sustaining device for me, which allowed me to do Foxy Lady, which was my trademark way back then, in the cover bands anyway, and before it came to STYX, and then that thing, but then there's a more elegant version of that got developed as just one little switch on the guitar, and all of a sudden the guitar will feedback all day long.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you used to, to get feedback, you just had to stand like within a foot of the amplifier, but here I can be not a mile away, but, 20, 30, 40 feet away, and it's still it's probably responding to what's going on in the PA at that point in time as opposed to what's going on in the speakers in my cabinet. But, the little Sustainiac is, that's my best crutch.
The Sustainiac. Wow, I didn't even know it was called that.
James, back to the NFL. I know you're an NFL fan. What's your team, and do you gamble at all?
Well, I've stopped betting on the Bears, which are my favorite team because I'm a Chicago-born guy.
There you go.
And I did get to meet a bunch of the guys of the notorious '85 Bears, with McMahon and Walter Payton.
Yeah.
There was a wide receiver, Brian Baschnagel, who worked for this one attorney that represented me in some just some side business things. And he invited me, hey, Joe, you're better, come on back and hang out at practice. So I got to hang out at practice with him, go down to the locker room, shake hands with William the Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So, did they do that? That's back when they did the Super Bowl Shuffle. I remember all of that as a kid.
Well,
they were everywhere.
Shuffle, yeah.
They were on the Wheaties box. They were everywhere, man.
Well, also,
and
I imagine there was more access back then. I mean, now, obviously, the Washington Commanders is up to sell for $4.6 billion.
Huge.
Like, the amount of how big the NFL has gotten is insane compared to even where it was in the '85. I'm sure you witnessed it, right, James?
Oh, yeah.
And then, well, when they invite you to come hang out at the practice field and stuff, did you get to go on the sidelines for a game?
I was never really. I mean, they were very strict about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But but I had really good seats, so it didn't matter that much. But just to rub shoulders with the guys. But also I attended a couple of practices where everything is relaxed and nobody cares. So I had a chance to bump into the few guys there and talk to them. And Dan Hampton, who was one of our big defensive linemen back then. He's from Arkansas, and for some reason, STYX took off in Arkansas, and there was an AM radio station, KAAY, that was blasting stuff like psychedelic rock on AM radio when it was all top 40 at that point. And so we had a chance to hang out, go down there, and we had developed a very large following there, and so it was kind of a crazy thing from the big city of Chicago to Little Rock, Arkansas.
That's super cool, man. I remember Dan Hampton. I remember my dad liked him because that guy, his knees were shot, but man, he's strong. And they all just shoot him up.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Yeah, they shoot
6'5" and 275 or something. Yeah,
they'd shoot his knees up and wrap him up and just push him out there and be like, "Do what you do, man." And that's what they don't play like that really anymore. It's not really the same. Well,
James, one last question. I'm curious to have you ever done any weird corporate gigs throughout your career and with STYX? And I'm sure some prince tried to get STYX to come play his birthday party.
Sure.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you guys have sold so many records. Yeah.
Have you done anything like that?
We have played a number of private shows, but I don't remember anything really being noteworthy in terms of how weird and wacky it was. Usually they were pretty sedate and
pretty normal stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean nothing. Nobody. Nobody like a whole. Dozens of people running around naked or anything
That's
like that.
That's what we're looking for. Yeah, we're looking for naked people. Naked little people. We're looking for,
Did you guys accept a lot of corporate gigs? Because I'm sure a lot of big corporations want you to come,
do the hits.
Yeah.
Our success kind of predated that whole thing.
Okay.
And then when I think, the audience from the 70s came into power and they had corporate jobs, and they say, hey, let's do something like that. But we'd sort of graduated beyond that, and we were, doing 20,000 people a night on our own.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you
But
it's a perfect storm.
I think we did one or two things like that, but I'm very vague on it. Forgive me.
You dabble in it. You do a couple of them. If you don't need to do it, why do it?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Well, hey, if our guys want to check you out, they've got a couple of opportunities. Monday, April 17th at Ruth Eckerd Hall in Clearwater, Florida. Also, April 18th, St. Augustine Amphitheater in the Backyard Stage. Again, James, thank you so much for the time, man. We appreciate it, and hopefully you guys have a great time here in the surrounding Central Florida area, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, man. Take
Thanks for
care.
having me on.
All
Thanks,
right.
James.
Okay.
See ya. Bye-bye. That was James Young from the band STYX.
It's crazy
They
to
gassed
have
him out at the end, I felt like.
a career. To be performing for 50 years. Like,
I feel
50
I am the
years.
James Young of Orlando radio.
dude, you
getting
need
there.
another 30 years.
I
You know
can
what I'm
do
saying?
that.
You
I can
cannot
do
do
that.
30
I
more
can do
years.
30
No,
more.
you'll never-
he said
Wait,
you
I've
can't
already
do
done,
it.
I've already done like 25, haven't I?
Yeah, but you need to do another
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll totally
25
do it.
years.
Do it standing on my head.
Another 25
I
years?
I can do it standing on my head.
It's
Like prison.
you said you already did.
Breezy. Never been better.
Yeah, like
Back at it again.
50 years.
Better than I've ever been.
Like 50 years of not, like, it's not really.
Oh my
we
gosh,
used to-
50 years of roboto. I'll blow my head off. I'll blow my head off.
Well, it's just amazing when
You're not going to follow me when I do my 50? What are you
I-
at? You got to be at 20.
No, I mean, with
15?
It's been 20 since I started interning. I noted. I
I don't even
realized that
know the
other
real
day.
date on mine. I used to say, oh, it's been close to 20, but I think it's over 20 now. I don't even know it anymore. It
Oh,
doesn't
it's
matter.
been way over the. You started in 90 what?
I don't know.
Seven-
I have no idea.
97,
I have
98.
No idea.
You
I
know,
have no idea.
But it's
No
been
one knows.
over 25
no one
years.
knows. No
I
one,
know.
No
know.
one at the radio station knows. Jack doesn't know.
Well, they don't care anymore.
Yeah, nobody
It's
knows.
a-
Barb doesn't. No one knows up there how long I've been there.
26 years, 97.
Yeah, 26 years. You can't make it to 50.
Oh,
no way.
You watch.
Well, what is it
Hold
even
my
going to
beer.
be?
Hold my beer. I'm doing it.
That is an
I'm
insane
doing it.
amount
No
of
one
more
can-
time.
yo,
What are you
now
going to do?
Now you've done it. I don't know. I'll
What are you
figure
going to
it
talk
out.
about?
What are you
Talk
you're
about
done?
what-
You're
I'll
done
talk-
talking
I'll
about
talk
it.
All the
about-
words have been said.
I'll talk to James Young from STYX. I'll be like, "What are you doing?" He's like,
Oh,
"I'm
I
dead."
don't know.
I'm like,
I don't know
"Oh."
that
He
long.
might still be rocking at
Yeah,
103.
maybe he's got an AI guitar. AI guitar.
Anyway, it's.
I didn't even get
it's
to ask my AI questions to
no.
James. I had some good. Oh man, I got some awesome AI questions. Here's one that AI invented for me. If you were, which would you rather play your guitar with, a slice of pizza or a banana? That's from AI.
That's
He'd be very mad about that.
Yeah, just hang up. I hope.
Goodbye.
Everybody knows it's banana.
You know what? You know the problem with AI and writing these questions? It can't do anything slightly disrespectful to anybody. Like you ask AI. I asked AI this morning. I go, give me 10, like not really aggressive. Just give me 10 ways to call people overweight, but like not mean. But 10 other like adjectives. And they're like, sorry, can't do that. It's too mean. They're like, we can't do that.
Yeah,
Can you pay
AI
for that?
better than humans.
Can you pay for the AI to be nasty?
No, I think they programmed it so it wouldn't.
Can I
There'll be,
buy-
there'll be a company that will, though.
Yeah, I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
buy the nasty AI.
It'll be out. There.
Okay.
It'll be out. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
good.
coming soon.
Good,
It's
good.
coming soon. All
I'm
right.
gonna get it for me and James.
We will see you tomorrow.
All right. We did it. Where's that go?
Monday 4. And then we'll come back to Friday. Do we want Sanford 3 Friday 1 or Friday 2? Because we have Adele Givens too. And she has a show on Friday. So maybe we do them 2.
Yeah, we'll do 2. We'll just keep it to a 20.
You got to wrangle
Oh, wait a
wrangle them
minute.
in.
So Nia Del Rio says that I remember Daniel fighting with Drew back in 98. But I'd been there longer than 98. I'd already been there for a minute.
Yeah, when you start your internship at Ed Till, that's when it starts. The first
96,
word you
96
said
then.
on the
So 96.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I was 10 years old.
yeah, that's
96.
yeah. Now it's 27 years.
I'm coming up on 30 years then.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then you
the
got to do
curse
another.
of the 27 means you die this year, right?
You got to do
Oh
another.
my God, why would you say that?
You got to do another 20
Easy, on my head.
after you hit
Easy.
30.
That's when
did you hit James Young?
I'm hitting my stride right now.
No. Where's it gonna?
Yeah,
no,
I'm
it's
on my
done.
meteoric rise
It's
right now.
Impossible to do 50. Impossible.
I'm doing it.
Impossible
I have-
task?
I have no choice. I have to do it. There's no other.
Who's
no way
been
out.
the longest in radio? Is it Howard?
Oh, longest in radio? No,
Oh,
there's
Casey?
some. No,
Casey
there's
Casey?
some old motherfucker.
He's dead, right?
Yeah, but was he the longest?
I don't know.
Oh, did you tell Mo my Don Imus idea?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I'm not going to. I'm never going to tell
Tiny,
him.
my
I'm
old
never
Tiny
gonna tell him.
Imus. I got the hat.
I'm never going to tell him that.
With nearly 72 years on the airwaves, Mary McCoy was the world's longest-serving radio presenter / DJ in Texas.
71 years?
72 years.
I can do 72.
No,
do
definitely.
it.
I'll bet
I
against
can
that
do
She's
one.
in the Guinness Book
The
of
Guinness
World Records.
Book of World Records. The Guinness Book
crazy,
of World
right?
Records.
Well,
She's still fucking working on the radio.
Well, get her off the radio. You're just doing it now to give her the longest record. She's not doing
Right.
She
anything.
spent part of her childhood living in a tent without electricity or running water.
I did that too.
God.
Anybody can do that. That's
But
easy.
her life took a turn when she got her break in 1951 at the age of only 12 after
Married.
signing up to sing in a talent show at a radio station.
Hello, my darling. Hello,
And she told the presenters that she wanted her very own show.
I want my very own show.
That's
You're an
crazy.
anomaly. You're not good at what you do. You're an anomaly.
They let a little girl in 1951.
Yeah, well, everybody else is
on
fighting the
radio
war against the Nazis.
At 12 years old is weird, right? I mean, like in a male
I
dominated.
don't know if they gave it to her then, but
Yeah.
she entered that contest then.
They're like, get in there.
Well, when she start,
But when
I'm
you
reading
were
the
12
article.
in
I can't give you instant
1941
answers, Tom. I have to read.
I
If
want
you were
instant.
12 in
I
1941,
want it
you were like a
now.
19-year-old woman at 12.
yeah,
You'd- you know, You'd worked in a steel mill.
yeah, you've seen atrocities.
Yeah, you've seen some bad things. You've probably
Yeah.
been touched. Not by an angel.
Oh, remember that show?
Yeah, I do. There used to be more God shows. Who are we waiting on?
She said I started the Sanford 3.
The Sanford 3.
I started when I was 15, she says.
Hey now.
So I guess she started in radio at 15, maybe on an AM station, it looks like. That's crazy.
27 years I've been in radio. Yuck.
You flip it, hers 72.
Well, technically,
Mary McCoy.
your radio career ended 10 years ago. Now,
God damn.
But you're broad-
We're still on the radio.
yeah, but you're broad.
this
You're not.
guy.
You don't work for
No, he's
any
right.
company.
I don't.
So
I work for TND Media.
the
That's where my bread's buttered.
your own T&D Media.
Oh, I do? I
Yeah,
own
yeah.
TND Media, Sam. Did you know that?
and so, but I guess your show is broadcast on the radio. So does that count?
Yeah.
That counts because it's technically on. But there's in 30 more years, there is not going to be any terrestrial
Hold my beer.
signals. Why it'd be some old military thing.
So at 12 years old, she did that talent thing, and then it says she received $15 from that first sponsorship. A few months later, the station owners put her to work filing records where she made $3.25 a week.
I think I've heard this story before for some reason. Somebody in the chat room's talking about Howard now and how he does the interviews. It is weird. There'll be like guests at the studio in New York, and he'll just like pop on a TV screen because he's at his house.
Yeah. Hasn't he not left his house
Yeah.
since the
Since-
pandemic
yeah.
or whatever?
He's still locked up.
Leave
in
your
there.
house. What are you doing? Why do you put yourself in prison for?
Crazy old man.
Is he way crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got a little crazy.
Well, you're not living your life. You're just stuck in a prison, right?
And then that video, and somebody's been posting that video of, what's his name? Oh, God. What's the guy that dances obsessed with Michael Jackson? Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman dancing on the the Howard Stern. Remember when Howard would do his birthday roasts and stuff like that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one of them, but it's like a Halloween party, and Howard's dressed like some sort of like, he's got a bald cap on and his ass is hanging out. And he's dancing with like midgets and our little people, and then Corey Feldman's dancing like Michael Jackson. Oh, it's so good. It's fucking great, dude. And I look at that stuff and I'm like, there'll never be better entertainment than that. That's the best entertainment. It's like Howard Stern with a bald cap on, dressed like a vampire, shaking his ass, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a little person in like a grass skirt dressed like a Hawaii, like Maui. But it's like, oh, this is from like 89, right?
Okay.
There's bikini girls with fake titties. There's like, Fred the Monkey Boy in the background. There's all these crazy like creature people having like a Halloween party.
Yeah.
And then Corey Feldman's like singing. like, and taking it dead serious. Oh, it's so good. Have you seen it?
No.
I'm gonna play this for you.
The door's unlocked, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think shows up first? Let's take bets.
It's gonna be Dustin. No, it's gonna
Last
be Dom.
time it was Dom.
It's
The
gonna be
last
Dom.
couple
Okay,
times,
here it
I
is.
think.
This is my favorite clip. I've watched this over the past couple days. I've watched this 1,000 times. Here you go.
What's this song about?
The song is about, it's called What Up With Youth, and it's about what's up with
Why
the
did
youth
he
in
sound like an old
America
grandma?
today,
What's the
gang
song
violence,
about?
Because he's doing a
Yeah.
character.
everything, trying to make the world a better place.
Hey, I could relate to that for sure. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not kidding. I really think that's good for the youth, you know?
You wrote this yourself?
Yeah. You wrote it yourself?
Wrote it and produced it. Yeah.
Let's hear for Corey right now with the song. Let's all start dancing, baby. Go ahead, Corey.
I hate this. It's so
Look
cringe.
at that. Oh, yeah. Look at this. So good.
It is.
I've watched this 1,000 times.
All right.
Oh, there's a little person in a grass skirt.
I forgot how long Corey Feldman's been crazy. Right?
It's been a long
Like,
time.
yeah. This is 20 years.
Yeah. Dude, this is like 1989.
But Howard
30
Stern's
years.
not. He's shaking his old ass.
Well, he's playing
Well,
a
he-
character,
yeah,
Sam.
yeah.
This
He-
is too highbrow for you. You don't get it. You don't get it.
Howard Stern is doing it on
Yeah,
purpose.
Howard Stern very highbrow.
Corey Feldman, he thinks he's killing it.
I think he is killing it.
No.
Look at those purple pants. You have those purple
You
pants?
do have those pants.
Come on. Can you do this for Halloween?
I'll dress like Howard.
I'll be Robin.
Oh, you can't. You have to be White Robin.
Tan in the summer.
Batman Robin.
So
If it's a natural tan,
So
it's fine.
Corey Feldman's been doing the Michael Jackson
Jackson
singing thing
since-
30 years.
Okay.
Oh, dude, he's been doing
So-
it since Michael Jackson.
So here's my
was still
theory.
alive, like he
Here's
was
my
hanging out
theory.
with
40 years.
Here's my theory. You want my
Ah.
theory? Corey Feldman one time spent the night at Michael Jackson's house
Yeah.
and fell in love with him.
I'm sure that happened multiple times.
And he fell in love with him, and he thinks that now he is Michael Jackson.
That seems like
Like now,
that may
when he
be the case.
performs, he's doing the Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah, but he's always been emulating Michael Jackson for whatever that, who knows.
No
because
one's
he met
ever
him.
said to him like, "Hey, Corey, you know the whole Michael Jackson thing? Like it's out of style."
Also, there's this thing about him.
No,
you
no,
may
don't
know
bring that
about
up. Don't break his heart.
Well, he knows.
You
he
can't bring
knows.
that. No,
He knows.
I don't think he knows.
Yeah.
Didn't he say that didn't he say that his Corey Haim was molested?
They both were, he said.
They said, but not Michael Jackson. They didn't say Michael Jackson.
No.
Other people in Hollywood, right?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's when the whole story takes it. Like this, and Howard shaking his ass, a little person in grass skirt. That's where it's fun. The molestation part, makes it sad.
this is the height, or the beginning of the height of '90s radio, right here, right? Like it started in the late '80s, right, where Howard Stern started pushing the limits. So when did he start? Something like that.
Howard started in the late 70s. Oh, who's here? Who's here? Hold
Who
on.
is it?
Who is it?
Hey,
Ah,
1985.
1985. What up, y'all? What's shaking?
Oh, his first radio job at Boston University was in 1976 through 1982.
What up?
Hello, hello.
Bam.
Did you bring the goods?
Bam.
Oh, I didn't know you were coming. Nice.
Good to see you, dude. Thanks for. Oh, cool. I like stickers.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is it just you two? Okay.
Right on. Give me a sticker. These are great.
And we'll do this for Friday too.
Smells good in here.
Somebody's been
Yeah.
hitting their own supply.
Good Lord. Oh, okay. That's what we need.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Look at that. Ain't that right, Allie? Do you want the best weed in Central Florida? Well, look no further than Chronic Guru. Ain't that right, Allie?
You actually go past the 4 seconds?
Oh, yeah, I watched the whole commercial. Did you?
There's West Virginia now. Have you seen that?
Yeah. What's up, Dom? Good to see you. Come on in, y'all. Pull it, lock it. That's a cool hat. That's the new version. I don't have that one. I have to get me one of those. I have the all white ones, and boy, do those get yellowed up while you're.
I told these guys they want to make more white hats.
I like the white ones, but
When they're nice and crisp and clean,
Yeah.
they look awesome.
yeah, they do look. They look rad. When that's a brand new hat, the white hat, I got more compliments on that hat than any hat I've ever had.
Is it you?
No, no.
What? What are you talking about? I farted. What? Don't. We're on the shows, guys.
That's fine.
It's legal.
Yeah.
Just don't smoke it on Twitch.
Yeah, you can't do that. I forgot a belt today. What am I, 5 years old?
Huh? You all right? Yeah, I finally got some sleep. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, other than my dog waking me up every hour, it was cool.
All right.
You know.
I think we're good.
Are
Here.
we doing a clean show or a dirty show?
Clean.
It's clean. But you can be dirty if you want to.
I mean, I usually do at least make you edit it once or twice.
I don't edit
Make Sam
anything.
earn
It's
her
Sam.
keep.
Sam has to
It is
do
me.
it.
Sam's got to do it.
And then
yeah.
Sam gets all mad. You should hear what she says when you guys leave. She's like,
These
"Motherfuckers."
motherfuckers.
Call you already or
Monday.
Monday?
Do you know who's calling?
Is your mic on?
Or no?
There,
Yeah,
now it
I'll
is.
send it.
Now
Hello,
tell
hello,
it.
hello.
There we go.
Hey.
Hey.
I just gotta look and see who
Okay.
it is.
We need to do more shows
I'd
like that
imagine you'd be
Howard
mad
show
at
where it's
James.
crazy and the cameras are just going and it's just and you're like, I don't know what's happening. Do people like this?
I don't think you can do that anymore.
Why not?
Well, it just, I mean, what kind of,
The key to our success is going to be little people.
I don't think,
Exploiting them.
Maybe Tracy.
I don't
That
think
is
people
the most
like
accurate.
exploiting little people
They
anymore.
do. They just don't like talking about it.
Well, they see it and they're like, oh.
Mike Busey
Chicken
does.
wings.
Yeah, Mike. Well, he
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
exploit them as much as he.
He's
I think he's
Depends on your
honorary.
definition.
I think he's honorary.
different demographic. I don't know if
Okay, would you like to begin?
Sure.
Do you know where we're going here?
Yeah.
Who's got the weight? Okay.
I
3,
told you.
2.
Welcome back to our corporate time. We've got the Sanford 2.5 here.
Well, technically, they're all Sanford 3.
Yeah. But I get what the original Sanford 3 has Paul
Yeah.
Williams.
They've split
now
up.
we got
They've split
Chef
up.
Pat, who is in
He-
charge of
he
the
fills
joint,
in.
which is half of, I guess, the Venn
part
diagram
of
of
the West
Sanford
End.
3.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, yeah.
More hollow box, but then a part of
We're
the
like,
West
show
End
me
now.
Sanford 3. Will we accept Chef Pat? We will. We will accept Chef
Good
Pat.
answer. Good answer.
I thought today, like, I was thinking to myself, like, on the way here, I was like, man, I wonder if Paul's like, hey, wait a minute.
Did you guys cut him out?
He
Oh.
doesn't
tell
even
him we
ask
were
me to
coming?
come this time, I don't think.
He's on the text thread, though.
Oh, that's
He didn't
right.
respond.
Okay, he is on the text.
It's
thread.
fine.
Okay,
All right.
we're
He
good.
knows.
He knows.
It's
He
very
knows.
good.
He's like, I've done this
Yeah,
before.
he's like, I know what they do. They go
it's
on.
nonsense.
They say the name of our business one time, then they say a bunch of nonsense, then they say the name of our business again, and we leave.
Right.
Then we decide that we're gonna go get a local mocha or get
It's
some
what they
lunch
do.
or get some
Yeah.
delicious.
I had one
Beefy King,
yesterday
baby,
at
Beefy
the
King.
what's that place called? Henry's Depot?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
a mocha loca.
What's that shop called over there? The
Oh, the sweet and spicy. He was the judge at the food
You guys
truck.
sound like idiots right now.
Yeah.
You guys sound like complete
Super
idiots
nice
right
guy.
now.
Real
What's
nice guy.
happening?
There's, at Henry's Depot, there's a Hawaiian joint, and it's
Sweet and
it's
salty.
actually, there you go,
Yeah.
sweet and salty. Big up those guys. We had a nice
Big
meal.
up, dude,
Yeah.
sweet that's all. Like that's right. That's the
Yeah,
island
Will.
flavor.
Will-
say big
Will's,
up like that.
Will's
say
the guy there. He's awesome.
Say like
I
say
will not
big
say
up.
that. No, I'm not saying that. That's appropriation. So let's talk the joint for a second.
Big up to John Munn.
Yeah, talk to Dustin about that over
Hey,
there. It
Justin.
smells like
So we've got Justin here from the joint.
Hey, I just woke up. I got pretty stoned and I came here. What do you guys want? I'm wearing my sunglasses.
It's
Come
1
on.
We
p.m.
just talked to a 73-year-old man.
Yeah. We talked to the lead guitarist of STYX, James Young. That dude's
He
been up.
was,
He's been up since 4:30.
Wide awake.
Wide
50
awake.
years.
And he didn't call his buddy Justin. Okay.
Dom, you think you could be performing in the Super
At
Villains
73?
for 50 years? How long
No,
is how
I
long
don't
is
wanna do it now.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Beat James Young. You can do it.
73.
You hit
50.
Scart's
Kill me.
feeling.
Can you
Or
hit
Scart's
50?
sad now.
Oh,
He's-
Scart is not making it to 73. I'm sorry. Jeez, let's be honest.
Okay, let's talk the joint. So
Yeah, we have to talk the joint because the whole goddamn studio
Smells like it does.
It,
Wow.
it
In here.
smells like Willie Nelson's pubes.
Well,
in here.
speaking of, they got a 420 fest coming up with
That's
the joint.
right.
No, okay, tell us about that.
Yeah, so 420 Fest is going to be on Thursday, 420, April 20th.
Perfect. How'd you
Yeah,
work that out?
It just so happened that that date was open on
All
the calendar.
right. Good, good.
Now, can people just openly smoke weed inside the West End?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no? Okay. I thought that was cool.
I was going to make a suggestion. and Maybe you guys like.
What if you just said it?
I mean, they're probably going to now. Thanks. Yeah.
No,
Don't do it.
The cops don't care anymore, right?
Well, you have to
no
do,
one cares.
Like you do what I do. You toot it, and then you got to blow it fast down to your feet. Right?
Down the shirt.
That's what I do. I don't do down the shirt. That's try hard. Because then people are like, why's that guy got his face in his shirt?
Yeah.
You gotta go. You too fast to go. And you gotta blow it faster than you've ever like Superman breath.
But doesn't it hit the floor and disperse
It does.
both sides
Yeah, it
and then
does.
stink everything up?
And then rises again.
But then you look around, the immediately you look around, you're like, oh, what gives?
Just eat it. It's a why not?
Well, they are going to have
Write
some
that down.
CBD
Weird
wing
Al.
sauces. Tom, go
Huh?
check out their CBD wing sauces at the 420
Oh,
Fest.
yeah, CBD wing sauces?
And CBD cocktails.
CBD wing sauces.
Yeah.
Dustin worked with Harry from Turf Origins
Yep.
yesterday for
So we've
some cocktail
We're
tastings.
doing some new infused CBD cocktails, and they will be out there with their full spectrum CBD joints that you'll be able to
Full
smoke
spectrum.
out there.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, we're on the
Not
spectrum.
just a little spectrum. Full
Yeah.
spectrum.
Oh, the full spectrum.
I don't know what that means, but he said that word a lot yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know what CBD is. People
Can you
people
just-
tell me they're like it's good for the inflammation. I
There's
was like,
different compounds in,
Yeah.
you know, this. So there's the CBN,
Science.
you
Yeah.
got the CBD.
I mean,
you
I
got
hope I'm not
Brexit.
rattling any
Differently.
feathers or ruffling feathers, rather, not rattling. I'm anti-CBD. I'm pro-inflammation. I'm pro-THC. I'm pro-THC.
I like being inflamed.
Yeah, I like being Red Rogan. I like being a real puffy Red Rogan.
I'm gonna go on I think Dustin is pretty pro THC.
Yeah.
Judging by the smell.
Well,
of
I
it.
don't know what the CBD. Like I asked people, I'm like, "What does CBD do?" I was like, "Can you feel it?" And
It's
people
like
were
the body.
No.
It's the body
They're
part.
like, "No, you
know,
can't
where
feel it." I was like, "Well, then why am I doing it? Like, how would I
THC is
even
the head
know?
part.
How would I? If you gave me
Just
CBD,
say that.
Yeah. I'm not like. I'm just saying. I'm sure that CBD is good, but I'm very pro THC.
Can you just say there's CBD and everything?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
No one's gonna test it, right? Or no.
I smell CBD right now.
No, that's THC,
a little
baby.
bit of it. Yeah.
That's the good stuff
Is
right
that?
there. Yep.
Okay, so what kind of flavored cocktails are you guys doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know yet. I just got the CBD.
Okay, that's fine.
okay.
This is what Tom does.
We
He's
just
like, we're gonna do
sprinkle,
I have
it.
sprinkle a
one
little
sauce
bit
so
of
far, so-
information, no details.
Yeah, that's what we do.
They'll probably be like a weed old fashioned, you know.
Oh,
I'm into that.
I like some old fashioned weed.
I do too.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything special at the joint for food? Are you keeping?
Yeah, so the one sauce that we have pegged down right now is it's going to be called General Sours Diesel. It's
like that.
It's like a spicy teriyaki Asian chili type General Tso flavor with like an orange spice CBD in it.
I'm surprised General Sour Diesel has not been stolen yet. Like that's a decent hybrid
Yeah,
Asian
yeah,
food
yeah.
weed reference name.
Dustin, can we talk about what's going on early in the morning?
No, of course we can.
What's
hold
happening?
on. What are you talking about? How is the annual race war?
I don't
We're
know if
starting.
you
Like,
guys
it
do it
depends,
right
guys. You
I
can't
don't
just
know if you
spring
guys
that
are
stuff
like
on
the
it.
Sharks and the Jets. I have no idea what's going on.
What happened?
Well, we do have a live broadcast happening with a real radio show
Oh,
from
yeah,
6
yeah,
a.m.
yeah.
to
6
11.
to 11.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Angel will be DJing after that from 11 to about 4, and then 4:20 is when the band start.
All right.
Yeah, we have the suburbs. We've got a whole big show lined up with some reggae bands in
Free?
the venue.
Can I just pop by?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a
It's
free
it's
show.
all
I
free.
get to
Everything's
stop by,
free
be
to
part of the
come on in.
broadcast, see
Awesome.
the shows, eat the food. Well, food's not free, but
Food's not free.
yeah, bring your wallet for the food
Yes.
and celebrate 420.
When we
Fest.
have somebody, doctor out there, too.
Yeah, there's Orlando Medical Cards, I believe. There's going to be a weed doctor out there. We have the link up on the Joint's Facebook page right now.
Cool.
To sign up. There's a limited number of slots, but we will be doing medical card endorsements on site.
And that's the joint at West End.
You
That's
know how
our
we could
Facebook.
make a lot of money? Just selling weed. follow me. Right?
I know.
We'll just buy it and then resell
I've
it.
been thinking about using my medical
Everybody loves
card.
it.
I was gonna buy.
T&D dispensary.
I think that was the premise of the movie Half Baked.
Yeah, I was gonna buy as much as
Everybody
humanly
loves
possible
it.
using my medical card, and then I was gonna sell it to people that don't have their medical
Yeah,
card
yeah. No, that's fine, right?
for more money.
Who's
for,
gonna?
Yeah, for more money.
Anyway, let's talk about the Sanford Masters. I just want to make Tom laugh at this point.
Well, it's the mini masters.
The mini
Oh,
Masters.
there's gonna be little people out there.
Now,
dead.
this sounds like a good event for you and your boys because you guys love putt-putt.
Yes.
Yeah, they're obsessed with putt-putt.
Although
You got to go to Myrtle Beach, man. That's a home of putt-putt.
Oh, my short game is getting so good, isn't it, Dustin?
You
That's
doing
not
pretty
bad.
good?
Oh, dude.
Well, we got a little putting stuff in the office, and Dom doesn't really work much. He just stays there and puts.
That's what. Yeah, we knew that. That's what. Yeah, we've heard
Hey,
that.
most of my fun, my work's done over the phone. I can
Yeah.
hands-free
Book
talk
a
on the phone,
band,
Dustin.
putt for an hour. Book
Yeah.
a band, putt for an hour.
I'm telling
Why
you, my
not?
short game is getting superb.
Dustin, explain to everybody what the Mini Masters is.
So what we do is we've got 18 different bars and restaurants out in Sanford, and they all build their own unique and creative, different whole kind of theme to their restaurant or bar. Show up at Celery City between noon and 5 is the whole event. You show up as close to noon as you can. It's going to be busy. Last year we gave away 600 tickets, and we ran out by 3 o'clock. So show up, you get your little ticket, and then it'll give you a little map, and you go around to every different hole, and then you come back to Celery City for the end where we do award ceremony. We give away a green jacket. There's a lot of different prizes for first top 3. I think we're doing all prizes. But it's a unique, crazy experience out there. You get to walk around the whole city. Everybody builds a really fun, different hole, and it's all free to do.
Very cool.
And the bars that are participating, have they? Because I know that this happened last year. And did they keep their whole design and then bring it out again, kind of like the
No.
sofa races, or they build a new one each time?
Mostly everybody builds a new one because there's a lot of internal competition going on there because there is a best hole trophy.
Okay.
Reigning
which
best hole.
right now.
Whoa!
Willow Tree's got it
My
from
God.
last year.
I
But
don't know
there
if I
there's a
know what
lot
I'm
of
telling people.
competition
Proud
there,
of our
so
hole,
every
okay?
year
We got
they
the
build
best
new
hole
holes
over
trying to
at
get the trophy. I built a hole 2 years ago with a waterfall, and I got 3rd place. And you had to walk under a waterfall. I was like,
How did
like,
you
what
get
the
skulled
hell?
on a
What was
waterfall? What
Hollabach
beat
told?
you?
Up.
Yeah, what beat you?
Toughies where they were giving free beer.
I like free beer.
Bribing works.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will say
yeah,
I do like
bribing
free
works.
beer.
Bribing
I don't
works.
give a damn
As
about your
long as the next
waterfall.
hole
Give me a
gives away
beer.
free beer, you lose.
Yeah, give me a
Yeah.
beer.
Yep.
So let's talk about the hurricane party real quick. What bands are we expecting? I know we talked about it a little last time.
Yeah, so our we have one more band we're going to announce in about 10 days. Everything else is up right now. Just off the top of my head, Suicide Machines, Supervillains, The Expendables are headlining the event.
Nice.
I got my friends from New York coming, the Hub City Stompers, really great ska band. So we kind of got some other different bands too from different kind of styles. We got the Blue Streak Mamas coming.
Shaboons.
The Shaboons
Oh,
will
nice.
be
Yeah,
there.
Ryan Thorne and the Ramblers.
Right.
Patrick Hagerman has
Patrick
a band.
Hagerman's his band's
this
coming.
is great, man.
We got some country music over in the country by the country bar. In the venue, we got some punk bands over at Celery City. The whole stage is a punk stage.
Cool.
With Dial Drive and Wolfface and
I was happy to see Wolfface on there. That's a good get.
I think
They're-
so.
They're a fun band.
right. So the whole lineup is it's try to be eclectic and try to get a whole bunch of different things and not just one style.
I like
Oh,
the-
and Supervillains are playing my favorite band.
Yep.
never, never heard of them.
Twice.
Well, forget that you
Gargamel.
said you didn't
Yeah.
want to play with them anymore.
Yeah, you did at the beginning of the interview.
You said you were
Right.
tired.
This is great. Earlier, I'm gonna get home and my Facebook's be like, "Oh, the supervillains are breaking up because Dom's
Oh,
stoned
yeah.
making jokes."
Starting the rumor.
So, not to talk politics, but
Oh my
Yes,
God!
this
Don't
is
do
my
it. What are you
favorite.
doing?
Let's do it.
What are you
I'm
doing?
in. Mark me down.
do you guys still serve Bud Light? No, you don't.
Yes, because we're not a bunch of crybaby pussies. Yeah, that's why.
Ordered extra.
Local politics. So me and Daniel were talking. We remember when the city of Sanford was urging us to do more events. And
Come
more
on,
and
Tom
more
and Dan.
events.
We need more. We need more events.
They were
Dan.
begging us to do more events than our free beer fest. They're like, can you do one on Friday? Maybe on Thursday. Do 4 in
How
a
about
row.
a Wednesday beer fest?
Because we want people coming to Sanford because we want to transform Sanford into a destination, which because of all your efforts, you guys and everybody else who's been working on this, Sanford has become a destination. And now there seems to be a little bit of pushback from, the
Two
city.
people. It's two people.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
the city.
Yeah,
It's two
it's
people.
2 people.
We still want it all.
Yeah, because of that. And so is that, and it makes sense because anytime something changes, everybody's like, oh, I want change. I want this. And then it happens. And like I
people
said,
are like,
and then of course, like just like
Too
everything,
much. Pull back.
there's the pendulum swings back, and they're like, well, you think this is just natural growing pains? Because if you look at other areas, anywhere where a place gets more and more popular, there's that natural pushback where it's like, whoa, slow down, it's growing too fast, and we're scared of it. People just get scared. You think it's just.
It is. I mean, I've been doing all the Sanford events for about 6 years now, and I'd say every 2 years I have to fight the city again. And it's one of those things, man, that it is a lot of growth from when we started to what we're doing now, from having 1,000 people come out to an event to having 12,000 people come out to an event.
Yeah.
It's a big difference, and it's a lot of growth in a short amount of time, and that's scary to a lot of people. And there's some stuff that needs to be regulated. We need to figure out safety of everybody and things like that, of course. But there is, a handful of people that sit there going, I want my antique shops back, and I don't want noise. So
People
they
don't
go
like
to
change.
the, they go to
like
the city.
antiques.
Yeah, they go to the city, they complain, the city goes, all right, well, we got to change everything. 3 people said they didn't like it. And then we have to go in and make the argument of why this is positive for the city, why does this work, how it generates income for all the local businesses.
Of course.
We just got done with Pints and Paws. Our numbers aren't final yet, but we've been going through all that. We're looking at another $100,000 donation for local pet rescues again this year.
That's
And
awesome.
That's all in
Yeah.
one single day
Ton of
through
money.
Pints and Punny.
That's a lot of pee-pee pads.
Yeah.
A lot of pee-pee.
And like we see that all the people on social media. Luckily, there is social media, and everybody has a
Well,
voice.
you can see the reality of it.
Yeah, and
instead
then,
of seeing just
and
maybe
you can-
what's the loudest.
Yeah, and you could gauge the and then the overwhelming majority is glad that this is happening, and then it will continue to happen. And I bring it up only
A
because
lot of free
recently
family
I-
events, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Like, that's a
We
good.
only bring this up because couch racing is not a crime, man.
I know.
Yeah. Everything's good with that, I heard.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's
So,
rolling out.
Anything else going
Are we
on?
running a team this year, or are we finally going to give it up, man?
Well,
One more time?
No.
we
One
no, we
more
had
time.
no the
No,
guy
one
no
more
no the
time.
medium that built our couch.
He's a lovely man, but I just feel like I don't want to waste his time anymore.
Well, there was like some malfunctions and a weld
Oh,
broke.
I know.
And
I know.
he's gonna we're gonna come back and try to win it. We have to try to win it one year. We've never even.
I say we just give up. I thought you'd love my give up plan. Normally you love it when we give up.
Yeah. But I'll give up after we win it. I just want to win it one
It's not
time.
possible for
It's
us
the
to win.
impossible task.
I want to have our name on the
I
trophy.
didn't want to say this, but I'm just
We've
gonna
been in
say
it for a
I'm just gonna
decade.
say it. Our listeners are too fat.
No, we had the team
They
to run
are.
it. We're close.
No, we're never,
close to winning
never
it.
close.
But listen.
I vote no.
No,
I
no,
vote,
no.
Why don't we
Why?
we just know what we are? We'll be a fashion couch. We'll make it look great,
Yeah.
and then we'll that way Sam can
We'll
ride
do
us.
that.
You won't be afraid.
No, well, I just want to win it one year so we can get our name on the trophy.
Not possible.
And yeah, we can do it. We can
Speaking
do
of
it.
which, did you put my name on our fantasy football trophy?
That
No.
is during the next draft is when we put your
You need to
name
get
on
that
the
ordered.
Well, no. You put the
And I want
name.
my real name, not my show name.
Do you know how you can
Did
win
you guys
it?
know I'm thinking about actually revealing my real name.
Huh?
Don't
Ooh,
listen to
that's
this guy.
exciting.
He's crazy.
I'm not crazy.
He's crazy.
Hey, I stole your wallet one time.
Yeah,
man.
I know your real name.
Yeah. You don't know. Nobody
I've been
knows.
putting drinks on your tab for years.
A
I know
lot of
exactly
people
what your
don't know
name
my
is.
real name.
What else
Kanye West.
is coming up in Sanford?
Crawfish Boil coming up on April 30th.
Yeah.
Just got all that locked down.
This is going to be fun this year.
Yeah,
for
tickets
sure.
are going to be on sale starting today. So, yeah, when you hear this, the tickets will be live. And we're doing 25 VIP tables at $275 per table. It comes with 20 pounds of crawfish, some sides, and then 12 beers. So it's a table
12
for 6.
beers?
Yes, table
My
for 6.
God, this
2
sounds
beers
like a
per
booze
smoothie.
fest.
Yes.
Write that down, booze fest.
Yeah, right.
Write down another booze fest.
Another booze fest on Palmetto.
This one will be contained at Celery City, however.
Okay,
This
all
one-
right.
yeah, this
all
one's
right.
at Celery City. We're not closing the
Yeah.
streets for
Booze
this one.
City.
No.
Let's just change the name to Booze City.
Do you still put down the newspaper to put the crawfish on? Or
I mean,
is
it's
that
not newspaper, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Because-
we got
Yeah, it's
paper.
Butcher paper.
Butcher paper.
Butcher
Oh,
paper.
okay, yeah.
Newspaper is kind of gross.
Yeah.
I
Use
like the
butcher
newspaper.
paper.
You put the newspaper
Yeah,
down.
the ink rubs on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Only
look at
after
my
we pick
hands.
it up from the homeless people sleeping on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Recycle.
Where do the crawfish come from?
Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana.
They fly them in,
We
man.
fly them in the night before, so they'll arrive at around like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning when the first flight comes
Remember
in.
he talked about this one time and we were like, well, did they have to fly them in? How many, when they get there, how many are dead? And you're like, you idiot. And we're doing it again. We're doing the same thing we always do.
No,
They're dead. Yeah, yeah.
They're
we're-
always alive and well.
And none of them can stop us because they're all high. They're all just.
That's fine.
Yeah, they just
That's
sit
fine.
together like they're doing it again. These idiots.
You guys are getting contact high off my backpack.
Yeah, where do you guys fly? Like, do they fly? Does it come in
Delta One.
containers?
So
or?
it's they
It's a
bag them
satchel.
up the way they do, but what they do is they put them basically with ice packs in these big like styrofoam coolers, and then they box them up and put them on pallets. Because I mean, we get 600 pounds, so we get a full giant pallet of this. And then so what you do is once you get them, you open it up, and then you got to do the whole like wash and everything. So once they start warming up, I mean, they just go crawl crazy, and they're right back to being
Crawl
wild.
crazy?
Crawl crazy.
Is that
do you
what
pay
you
by the
call it?
pound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any water? Because I'd be bitching about like, oh, there's a lot of
There's
water.
lead inside these
Yeah.
crawfish.
They're waterlogged. Squeeze them a little bit.
Oh my
Before you
God.
ship 'em. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you could put 4 or 5 more crawfish in there if you squeeze them good.
How many pounds of the 600 is just pure water? It's got to be
you
No,
pumped them
so they're-
full.
like
they pumped
60 or
them.
80 pounds of
You
water.
juiced them. You juiced them.
Dustin and I actually went over this yesterday.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, don't be
that's
juicing my
600
crawfish.
pounds of actual crawfish.
Right.
Okay.
There is no water weight.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, crawfish
okay.
live out of the water just fine. They don't need to be in the water.
Well, I just imagine they absorb a certain
Yeah,
amount of
they
water.
pump,
like-
I've seen the chicken. They pump them. They
Yeah,
pump
yeah.
them full of that stuff.
Yeah, so you're just gonna get the pound is gonna be of crawfish, and then
All
you're gonna add on your sides on afterwards and all that.
Corn and potatoes.
Thank you guys for coming in.
We
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
It was our
And the
pleasure.
joint has the hours got expanded recently, correct?
Yeah, we're 7 days a week now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We open at 4. Every other day we're open at noon. Friday and Saturday until 1. I think you guys just changed.
Yeah, the
hours
West
too?
End just changed their hours. They are open every day at noon till 2 a.m. and they have happy hour from noon to 6 p.m. Sunday
Get my
through Thursday.
booze a little earlier.
2-for-1
Yeah.
drinks.
2 for 1 on everything.
Oh my God!
2
It
for
is
1.
a booze fest.
Booze fest.
Shut it down.
It's happening. My God! Open it earlier.
Guys,
2-for-1s.
thanks so much for coming by. We appreciate it.
guys.
And we will see you
Next month.
Monday.
Monday. All right. Let me say that. Are we cutting for lunch?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, let's go cut for lunch.
Bye bye. We'll be back.